Well, hi everyone, it's time for another vlog, and this time it's late afternoon, it's a fall day, it's really nice out, and a lot of photographers find themselves being hired to shoot some outdoor portraits. Maybe it's senior portraits, maybe it's fall family portraits. There could be a lot of reasons why you might be hired to shoot some outdoor portraits in lighting conditions just like the ones we have this afternoon, which you can see behind me over there. That's where the sun is setting, although the sun is still fairly high in the sky, being that it's around 4:30 in the afternoon in late October here in the northern part of the United States. That's really hard to shoot in. Of course, you'd like to have that behind your subject, to give some rim light, some backlight to your subject. But if you don't have a way to light the front of your subject, you might get too much silhouetting. Of course, certain modern cameras have so much dynamic range, you can kind of correct for that in post. But it's better if you can light it, even if you have that kind of camera. And if you have an older camera, it's better still if you can light it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to shoot some portraits, some test portraits with that kind of backlight that we have while we still have some of it. Days are getting shorter now. And we're going to do some speed lighting out here, and I'll show you the setup that we've got. Alright, so what I have up here on a triple flash bracket is actually two flashes, two Canon 430EX2 flashes, and they're on receivers for the Godox Flashpoint G2 system, and we're going to be triggering those remotely, and those are going to be what we use as the key light to light the subject, so to light the subject of our portraits, which will be Denise and me. And what we don't have here is any kind of modifier. You could use this with an umbrella or with certain kinds of soft boxes that you can get that would go onto a system like this. Maybe there's some other kinds of light modifiers you might use. But I don't think you always need those. A simple setup like this can suffice. The light's a little harder, but we can go through some steps to modify that light a little bit without even putting a modifier on this bracket if we have to. For instance, we could pull the reflectors out of those flash heads, which would spread the light a little bit more. These are by default, they're 24 millimeters at their widest light spread. But if you pull those deflectors out or reflectors out of the flash heads, which I'll kind of show you what that looks like here. If we pull that out, that now makes for a 14 millimeter, much wider spread of light. So we can try that if we need to, but that's going to be the light that we use. And just so everyone knows, we've got this on kind of a standard air cushion light stand. This is a Lumo Pro light stand. And I don't remember where I got that triple flash bracket from. If I can think of where it came from, I'll put a link in the description below, or Denise will, so that you can find one of your own. We found that we use it quite a lot. Just to demonstrate that a little bit, if you want to go ahead and change the angle on this, you can turn the handle to loosen that, and now you can tilt the flashes. So very user-friendly. I think it's a quality piece of equipment. I wish I could remember who made it or where I got it from, but we've used it a lot over the years. In any case, this is the setup for the new vlog, and we'll be back shooting some photos in just a moment. Alright, so we have our shooting situation right now with the extremely bright sun. Wow, I can't even see to turn these flashes on. I'm just going to lower these down briefly so I can turn them on. So that one is on. Now I've got these flashes currently set up for half power, which may or may not be enough, but we'll take a test exposure and see what we're getting. But actually, before I take a test exposure, I'm going to take a shot without any flash at all, so you can kind of see what this looks like when we're just completely without flash. So flash is off, and I am at 1/300th of a second in f8, which is the settings that we used for the last vlog in the shed. So let's just see what this gets. And ISO 100. And we'll show this to you, but Denise is completely in silhouette. She's got a really nice halo of light around her hair. Very nice halo of light around her hair. You can see a little bit of the background. It's actually not terrible, but you can't see Denise's features at all. She's just completely in silhouette. So I'm going to turn these flashes on.
It's a little windy.
Flashes are on. I'm going to get these in a little tighter. And I want to look and make sure they are at the right height for the shot we're going to do, and I would say they need to be raised a little bit. So raise those up just a speck. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, they probably need to go a little higher. What I'm trying to do is get this at about a 45-degree angle from Denise, which is both to the side of her a little bit and above her at about the same angle. It's probably pretty good. So let's give that shot a try.
Ooh, bug just bug was still landed.
We might freeze a few bugs in action here. And that actually turned out really good. So right away, I think I would determine that I actually have a little too much flash power on here for these current settings. So I'm actually going to go up to an F11. And I'll bet you this will be really nice at F11. Yeah, I think that's a winner. I'm going to do one like this too. So one of the nice things about the 1D series cameras, when you shoot vertical like this, you've got the extra grip with controls on that grip as well. That's great. Let me get a little tighter shot of Denise. And actually, it's so bright in the sunlight that the camera is actually having a bit of a tough time focusing on her unless I move a little bit. That is great right there. So I'm very happy with that shot.
Now my turn.
Would you like to do some?
Yes.
So since I am leaving in more light than Dennis, at 1/250th, I am going to try and go to. I am going to go to an f-stop of 16. And give that a shot. I'm going to back up a little bit. Just a little more because it just doesn't want to focus. There we go. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. I'm just going to go up one stop to to F18. So I have a little bit of more variety here. See what I can get here. Okay, there we go. And let's try another one. Ooh, that one is one more. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay. Oops.
Taking a picture?
My camera did something. Yep. It's an all-manual camera, but it automatically did something. So that was our vlog for today, shooting into bright backlit situations outdoors. And like I said at the beginning, this might be a technique you want to use if you get hired to do some family portraits this time of year for fall photography, very popular with families, or there may be some senior portrait sessions taking place sometime late summer, early fall, where you're going to be shooting in the afternoon sun, where backlit portraits make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've had to do this many times, right, with our clients?
Absolutely.
This is a common thing.
Yeah, and it's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. Makes for, I think, interesting shots.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully these turned out interesting.
I think they will.
So that's our vlog for today.
Mm-hmm. Yep, make sure you come back for more of our October challenges, and like, subscribe, and comment.
Thanks again.
Yep, bye.
Bye.